What is up? Welcome back. We have not one, not two, but 3 Bleach video games to talk about that all had news this week. There's 3 games that all dropped news that are all Bleach related.
Let's go.
Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Bleach Soul Resonance, I believe is what the other one is called. It's the mobile game.
Okay.
And then the super secret Bleach TCG. I say Bleach TCG. It is a Bleach mobile game that has card aspects to it. Don't know if that's going to be some sort of a Hearthstone-esque game. I hope it is. I would be so happy if it's some sort of Hearthstone competitor. But they all had news all this week. All of it came out. Some of the news is more exciting than the others. Also, I got to throw this right in the front. Anime Expo, they postponed their signups for the convention, so I've been patiently waiting. Now, part of it is because California is still actively on fire.
Yeah.
We're still safe. We had a bunch of people reach out to us and ask us, and we wanted to address the last episode, and we just
we forgot.
Our Asperger's combined went all the way to the post show and just didn't think of the hey, we're okay, we're not burning. So we're good, but we are relatively close. Like, we're probably like 30 minutes from LA on a good day.
Yeah, on a good day.
So
30 minutes away.
we do get the air quality stuff and things like that, and like we get a lot of the people that are fleeing that coming down towards us. But part of that is downtown LA is where they host Anime Expo.
That's why traffic has been so bad.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even realize it.
Yep. So they were gonna open up registration on the 20th. And they were going to also open up the hotel block on the 20th as well. It's now pushed back to the 28th in case anybody else is going. We go every year, so you'll see us there. But that will be the sign. They never sell out on the day of. So
no, you'll have plenty of time to get it. The 4-day passes usually don't run out until about April.
Yeah.
And then you have to just worry about single-day passes.
Yeah, the single-day ones will sell out pretty quick. If you've never been to an Anime Expo before, we used to go for free because we used to know somebody that got us into Anime Expo, or that we used to basically use somebody else's pass before they got all secret technology on us. And we would go Sunday because a lot of people don't go Sunday. It's a half day. It's not open as late. There's no events happening on Sunday. 0. There's a couple of panels, like I think literally 4 or 5 panels that happen that day.
Yeah, barely anything.
And one of them is the closing ceremony. Yes. Yep. So if you want to get dip your pinky toe finger in, check out Sunday, but be warned, all of the exclusives will be gone. You will not get any of the merch that will be there at Anime Expo. A lot of the booths will just be out of any of the freebies. They won't have them. They typically save them for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday they're like 2 middle fingers, hit the road.
Yeah, straight up. I have a really funny story about Anime Expo. I don't remember what year it was, but it was one of the ones we went to, and we went on Sunday, and Sam's like, dude, I'm going to buy everything. I'm like, okay, sure. And we have a routine whenever we hit the floor, okay?
Yeah.
So and when I'm talking about like the exhibition hall, right? So all the vendors and everyone's out there. We do a lap. We start walking around. We start looking for things. And it's a terrible idea sometimes because we'll be like, oh, that booth, I can't find it anymore.
Well, that's why we have since changed the strategy to where if you see something that you want at Anime Expo, buy it because you will never find that booth again. It will just not happen.
It'll disappear somehow. But the funny part was...
Howard.
No, the funny part is we broke and we're like, okay, everybody do their own thing. We'll meet back, I don't know, like at 12 or something, right? Sam disappears, and within the first, 30 minutes, he's like, give me your keys, because at this time, Danny drove us.
Yep.
And he goes, give me your keys, and we're like, why? He's like, dude, I need to put my stuff in the trunk.
Yeah.
He came with 2 whole bags and, his hands full of just figures and stuff.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
He was not fucking around. He spent $800 that day. And what's worse, he went back to buy more.
Well, so my favorite find from that year, I think this was maybe the second time that we went to Anime Expo that we did that. My favorite find was that Sume was there, which is, I don't know why, but for a very long time growing up, there is a French anime figure model or maker, I don't know what you want to call the company, but they make statues and they make figures.
They make really nice figures. I think you have them. I think Itachi's Sume, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I have a whole bunch right off camera.
What he had was all 3 of the first Hokages, and he was like, when else am I going to run into this? And so he's just like, buy them.
Because they only ship from France, so the shipping cost is insane. But at Anime Expo, they were there, and they were selling 3 packs. Like, hey, if you buy all the Hokages, we'll give you, a $50 discount. Done.
Yeah, he insta bought it, and the boxes were huge. They were, this big. I just remember the ride home was hilarious because we had to Jenga ourselves in and put everything inside. So, the trunk was completely full. The backseat, I was covered in him, and we had 2 other friends in the back. And
it just reminded me, Jose, and I'm kind of freaking out now. Did I tell you guys that you remember that Ichigo and versus Ulquiorra statue that I really wanted? Do you guys remember that really big one? It was like the huge one.
It's like $1,000, right?
Yeah, they emailed me recently and they said, hey, one of our distributors fell through, so we have a whole bunch extra of this. If you want to buy it, we're selling it.
Ooh.
And I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they offer payment plans.
That's the way to do it.
Just through their site. So it's not like I'm going through Afterpay or anything. They're just like, oh, you can do 8 payments and then we'll ship it out to you. So I'm doing that right now. But my heart sank, Jose, because they sent me an email. I don't know when they sent it, and they said I needed to pay within 3 days, and I forgot, Jose.
Oh fuck!
I forgot. So now I'm pulling up my emails. I don't know what it is.
This could be good news or bad news, guys.
Oh, this isn't good.
Oh fuck!
Okay, hold. Everybody, hold.
Well, while Sam does that, Jose, I must ask you: we have a significantly bigger amount of viewers than we had last year. Are you going to go with your glasses to Anime Expo to be recognized, or are you taking them off?
Ooh, that's a good question. I can't really see when it's bright out, and it being Southern California, it's bright out 90% of the time.
But you'll be inside.
Oh, I take them off when I'm inside. You know, like as long as the lighting isn't terribly like bright, I'm okay.
Jose was recognized last year, so
I remember, and that was hysterical because they asked the question.
Not me though. Not me. I don't know. I just look like every other fucking white guy, I guess.
No, Sam was recognized when we went to the Bleach event, though.
I was recognized when I was walking through Anime Expo, and I had made a video covering Anime Expo exclusives, and someone did stop me, and they were like, hey, are you the guy that made that? I was like, yeah, that was me. Like, that's me. You got me. And then he just said, thanks, I really like your video, and then I went on with my way.
Nice.
Damn, so no Bleach boys, huh?
No, not a single one. All right, done, guys. Payment is submitted.
Let's go. He did it.
We made it just in time. It was 2 days after they sent the email, and they gave me a 3-day window. Donezo. All right, perfect. Everyone's happy.
The solution, Sam, is you need to stand next to Jose, and then people will know who you are.
They'll come up to say like, "Oh my god, are you that?" And I'll be like next to him, my arms folded, like looking cool. I do the dynamic pose. Like, anybody else? Like, is there anybody want a picture of me? Like, I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be like Ant-Man and Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's like, you guys want a picture with me? I'm Ant-Man. Oh, they're no.
No, Sam will do the Sam pose. He'll clap his hands together and put it next to his face, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's the Jose pose, huh?"
Dude, that would be fucked up.
That would be cultural appropriation if that happened, Jose. Okay.
What if that's the only way they recognize Sam?
I have to do the pose.
You got to wear the shirt that has your face on it.
You tape your hands together just for the whole convention.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Bleach news because I have no idea what you're What are you going to talk about?
Bleach Rebirth of Souls, the upcoming Bleach console game, had a new system overview trailer, is what it's called, and it revealed not too many new things, but it went over a lot of the stuff that we've known already. There is a couple of things that I think is worth noting. The biggest shocker to me, which we'll just kick it off right with this, 1,000 Blood War characters are coming to the game. That is insane to me.
Let's go.
Someone could have scammed me out of a lot of money betting that was going to happen, and I would have never.
I wouldn't have guessed that either.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, by the way, this Switch 2 got announced, which means new Smash Bros. Is going to come out. So shout out. So 1,000 Year Blood War is coming to Rebirth of Souls. But if I was making a game, I would not put that in there, and I would bait them that they have to buy the second game to get that.
Yup.
But it seems like from the context clues, there's potentially only going to be 4 of them. So what 4 characters do you put from 1,000 Year Blood War? I feel like one has to be Yuha Baha.
100% Yuha.
I don't think you play the game. And although, do they cheap out Yuha Baha, make a skin for Zangetsu? And then they put another character in there.
True. I feel like it'll be Yuha. What's his name? Kilgay?
I would love Kilgay.
Because you would see him really early on.
Kilgay, probably not Ugram. Basby would be a really easy fighter to make.
Well, I mean, how far do we think they're going to pull the fighters from the show?
From the first
you think
season.
It's going to be just the first season?
Yeah.
I would kind of feel that's going to be the same way as well, which would lead towards Kilgay being a top contender. And what, Bambi?
Oh, Bambi and Asnod.
Now, I will bet money that Master Masculine does not get in the game.
Someone, I think it was John sent it in Discord, and he goes, that means there's a chance for Robert to be in the game.
He knows.
I was like, you're right, John. You're right. There is a chance. There's a minuscule chance.
Sam,
but he does a lot of stuff in the first season. All right?
Sam's going to main as Robert and Stark.
Dude, if he's in there, oh my gosh.
I just want to give a shout out to John because he is any kind of Ray of Souls news. He is in it. He's posting it in the Patreon Discord, and he is hype as fuck about it.
Also, who made that picture, Sam?
Don't bring that picture. I wanted to post that to Instagram.
Let's just say it's a controversial picture.
Not a nice image. That is a Discord exclusive. We can't post that elsewhere.
Shall I describe it at least?
No, don't even describe it.
Just plug the Discord instead, Pithes.
Join the Discord and you guys can check it out. But it's insensitive to say the least.
Someone made an amazing picture of Sam that I feel is true to life, and when I saw it, I laughed / cried for 30 fucking minutes.
I was not expecting that when I opened my phone. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I wasn't either. Had a real hard day at work. Was there for a while. Opened my phone. Like, let me see what the boys are talking about in Discord. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's like what 2 stepping stones did we do here to get to this stage?
It's so hard to keep track of your guys' conversations. I do go in and read them quite often. They crack me up so much.
I want to call myself out on this. Speaking of Discord, you remember the last episode of 1,000 Year Blood War? The Visors came back, and I was talking shit about Lisa.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Lisa sucks, man, but she's someone's waifu probably. Like as soon as that podcast went live, I got like 5 messages in Discord. She's my waifu, motherfucker.
That's what you get.
Got shooters everywhere.
That's right.
I should have known.
So I feel pretty confident with 1,000 Blood War characters. I think Kilgay is a front runner. I think Yuha Baha. I think Bambi. Do we get a Yugrim? I don't think so. I don't think it'll go so far. Another one that I saw a lot of people saying, and I can totally see this being the case, Senjumaru.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I totally forgot.
It just depends how far they're going to adapt. Another one that people have been throwing around is Yamamoto Bankai version.
Oh, yes.
Which would be really cool. If we stick just pure season 1, I could see I don't know. Because here's my question. Now, would they do this? Because this would be crazy. They make 1,000 Blood War version of Ichigo, but that's just based off the first season, but that's just Fullbring Ichigo.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, go for it.
So some people are upset because they announced they're doing 1,000 Blood War characters. They've announced that they're ending at the Aranka arc, so that means they're just skipping over the Fullbring arc. That is the only piece of content that they have just skipped over completely.
Watch they bring in Ginjo instead.
I mean, I could see if the game does well, they do another season pass. That's easily within the realm of possibility. And maybe they throw in a couple. Now, can I give a mildly hot take here?
Go for it.
I wish they didn't add 1,000 Blood War characters to the game. Wish they didn't do it.
I'm going to guess that they're just going to be probably DLC characters, if not just, hey, look, it's a glimpse, but we're not going to do the whole arc.
Yeah, it's a season pass is what it is. So it's already confirmed in the trailer to be just a season pass of the characters. I just wish if they were adding characters, we would get more from the base roster. Like the base content that they're already adapting. I would have preferred that much more.
You'd play as Omaida?
Yes.
Yeah, in a heartbeat, Jose. That's not even a question.
Okay, let's count Sam's mains if they're in the game. Okay, so Omaida, of course.
Okay.
Oh, Charlotte Coolhorn.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlotte. What's his name? Chojiro.
Yep. Chojiro, yep. Stark.
He's not going to be in the game. I've already given up hope for Chojiro. He's not in there. But Stark is 4.
Stark, and obviously the character they're going to add no matter what, Jinkaria.
I was about to say, you got to say it right, Karia.
Yeah. I had someone was asking us, and by the way, if you didn't know, we have previously covered all of the Bount Arc on this podcast, and in our very, very early days.
Objection.
Go ahead.
You did not cover the whole of the Bount Arc. You started about halfway in.
Well, rejection to your rejection, the previous part was on the regular Otaku podcast.
But that's not Bleach Boys, is it, Sam?
Okay, you beat me here. Because I specifically said on this podcast. We have covered the Bount Arc on this podcast partially before, and someone was asking us, like, hey, while it's done, you guys should watch the Bount Arc. Like, you guys should talk about it. We have already done that. I've seen it probably 3 times in my life at this point, and, I still think it's good. It's better than some of the filler arcs. It's definitely better.
But is Sam willing to commit 40 episodes?
Here's what I said. I said, I'll do you one better. I'll make my fiance sit down and I'll watch it, and then we'll get her reaction when she's done. Because she has no idea. She has no idea any of the negative connotations to the arc.
She doesn't know?
She has no fucking idea. She did skip. Actually, I think she was in the manga at this point, so she hasn't even seen it. She watched the anime for the first arc, and then she swapped over because I told her after the first arc there's like a lot of jumping around, and she wanted to try reading a manga. I was like, you could try, like it's the art in the manga is really good. So she swapped over to the manga, and then she read the manga for a portion of like when Shinji shows up and all of that stuff. I think she met Grimjo, so she's read the manga for that. She completely skipped out on it. She doesn't even know it exists. She has no fucking idea. So
how'd you convince her?
I just tell her. I tell her to jump. She asks how high. All right. So I would say we're gonna watch the Bount Arc. Bada bing. I do want to start watching Sakamoto Days. So that would be
okay. I was thinking about that too.
That would be the next one on my list that I'm gonna watch. Okay, we're getting so sidetracked here, but Pithes, I have another gripe for you.
All right, go for it.
Fate, Strange Fake, or whatever the fuck it's called. Fate.
Oh
Extra
yeah,
Fake.
no episode 2.
What the fuck, Pithes?
Why is there no episode 2?
And I googled it, Jose. Let me answer that for you.
I also
There's not
Googled
even
it.
a fucking release date for it, Jose. Nobody knows when it's even gonna fucking come out.
Comes out
So
whenever.
they leave you with that cliffhanger
Yeah.
ish.
Yep. And I guess the first episode, I don't know if this is referring to episode 0 or referring to the first episode, like as in literally episode 1, was rushed, air quotes, rushed out. They put it out for the 25th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Not
So
only that,
part of me,
they rushed
Go
it
ahead.
because they just released the Saber in Fate Grand Order. Like he just came out like a week ago.
there you go.
I see.
So part of me believes that this was originally going to come out in fall or like in a later season, and they really badly wanted to like coincide with that, and so they just threw it out really quick, and they're not anywhere close to being done.
Damn. Okay.
That's fine. I can just go rewatch Unlimited Blade Works so I can make Jose get in there.
Now that being said, I did watch the second season, and I greatly enjoyed it, Pithes.
Of Unlimited Blade Works?
No, not second season, second episode of the Fate Strange Fake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, good. It's fucking fire.
It was cool. I was interested just because, spoiler alert, it's King Arthur.
I'm not saying nothing.
Right. Okay, don't say it. I'll eventually get to it, but I just don't understand what's really going on.
He used his words in a very specific way, Jose, that if you didn't have the connotation of the previous seasons, you wouldn't have picked it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
I could see why you think that.
Next episode,
Yeah, well,
Jose
he
will
pulled
come
out
back.
his Excalibur, right?
Yes, he did use Excalibur.
Whoa.
Okay, and I was like, is this Excalibur that Pithes is always talking about?
Yes,
Whoa!
but no. Jose,
I also thought of the one from fucking Soul Eater.
I love that guy. Excalibur.
Dude, that guy pisses me off, dude.
You're flying very close to the sun, though, with your questions, Jose. You're
no.
getting very close.
So,
Oh no.
by the next podcast, Jose will have watched Unlimited Blade Works episodes 1 and 2, which are both only like a half hour long.
There you go.
No, it's 55 minutes. I checked.
Did you? Unlimited Blade
Yeah,
Works?
for Unlimited Blade Works for the first episode, unless they have like an OVA
Now,
before it.
there is a movie.
There's a movie.
for Unlimited Blade
That's
Works.
probably what it is.
You have to make sure that
Hold
you're
on, let me
not
check.
watching the movie because the movie adapts that same content in a much faster paced, kind of shittier way. And I believe that has a different ending too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's based off a different ending to the visual novel. But I have, as soon as Jose's done checking, I have the Fate Strange Fake origin lore, which is more interesting than I think the series itself, which is saying something.
It's this one, right? Fate Stay Night.
He's right. There's an episode 0 that's 47 minutes. Pithes.
That's prologue.
So look, whatever, as long as it's not 50 minutes.
I would say he should still watch the prologue
I'll
just
still
because
watch him 'cause
this is technically, well, not technically, this is seen really as a legitimately good starting point, Jose.
Okay.
Unlike the
I'll trust you
bamboozle
guys.
Jose or Pithes throughout
Also,
last
I
episode.
really like that episode because you get to hang out with like everybody's favorite character, even though she's not mine.
She's not mine either.
She's a cool character. Are you ready for the Strange Fake lore?
Ready.
All right, so I forget the name. Narita, I think. He's the guy that wrote Can't Fear Your Own World.
And he also wrote this story.
Yes, he wrote Strange Fake. So he is a massive, massive Fate fan. And so you remember all the crazy little lore bits that he would put from Bleach and Can't Fear Your Own World? Take that and like quadruple it for everything he writes for Fate. All right, so back in the day, he writes a Fate fan fiction on his blog called Fate States Night about a Grail War that happened in California.
That's cool. That's a fucking great name, by the way.
Fate States.
States Night. So what happens is he takes it down a couple days after April Fool's, because it came up on April Fool's. And he gets contacted by Type Moon, which is the Fate company, and they say, hey, that shit was fire. Would you like to rewrite that and publish it in our magazine? Which he does, and he renames it Fate Strange Fake. They change the location to Nevada so they can have bigger fights without people noticing. Then when that run is over, they go, no. Make it a light novel, though. So we're, I think, 6 volumes deep into like a 9-volume run. That's the lore. That is how Fate Strange Fake came into being.
It's cool.
God damn. 9 volumes, though?
I think so. I'm probably getting that wrong. Also, an absolute fuck ton of characters from this became canon, and he made them up. The character with the green hair, like, that's the design that they chose, and is just the canon design for that guy now. The Master of Jack the Ripper is just a dude he made up wholesale, and he's been in a bunch of other stuff.
I really like him. Even in the first episode,
he's great.
He's like, when they're showing the camera, he's constantly in the shots. It's like, oh, great, love it.
He's like the best character. His servant is insanely cool. But that's the Fate update. Next time we're going to be talking about Unlimited Blade Works. Give me more Bleach news, Sam.
Right, Jose?
Yep.
Back to, for the third time, back to Rebirth of Souls.
Oh, no.
Guys, we have extreme ADHD. I bet if you don't have ADHD, this is like super fucking annoying. Just to hear it jumping back and forth.
I don't have the ADHD, but I do just love annoying Sam.
All right. So what else did we learn? So we kind of knew this already of the main story, but there is a main story, there is a secret story, there is a side story, okay?
I'm so excited.
The main story focuses purely on the POV from Ichigo. So it seems like we're only playing Ichigo through the whole thing. Now, I have great news in correlation to that. You think of Ichigo, you think of what he goes through. He obviously fights all these iconic villains such as Grimmjow, Ulquiorra. You know who appears in front of him and has to have a model, at the very least? Stark. When he appears to take away Orihime right in front of Kenpachi and Ichigo.
Oh, you're right.
So Stark is for sure has to have a model. And in this trailer, they actually show that Lieutenant Iba has a model as well.
Lieutenant Iba?
They show him on screen for a brief second, fully modeled out. Actually, I have the picture right there. There's Lieutenant Iba.
Damn.
Yep.
You know what? The perspective is going to be from him, the secret story.
We can only hope.
But it's going to be like tinted because he's looking at everything through glasses.
I guess one of the secret stories, which they have shown on the website, is of Renji and Orihime doing stuff together.
Interesting.
Which I guess are two characters that almost like never talk to each
Yeah,
other.
they don't really interact.
So people are very excited for that. That's one of the things that they showed. I think after watching this, so I watched the original story mode trailer. I wasn't the most excited for the way they were adapting some of the story bits. We talked about it last episode. After watching this, it does look much better. I would assume that means they are probably very actively still tweaking a couple of things right before the game releases. But I feel like it's got to be done. If it's coming out in March, 2 months from now.
Did you pre-order?
I have pre-ordered on Steam.
Nice.
So I might look into getting a physical copy just because I'm a hoarder and I like to keep physical copies.
I think I'm just going to do a physical copy because I think it'll be fun.
They talked about the different types of attacks. So there is the attack, there is the breaker, and then there's guard, where obviously guard is you guard yourself. Attack is like a light attack. Breaker is a heavy attack. And it's rock, paper, scissors.
I just thought of something.
Go ahead.
Would you be down to do gameplay of this?
Yeah.
I'm going to resurrect someone.
Yeah?
We're going to bring Josh back into this. You and Josh playing fighting games?
It doesn't end well. It doesn't end well.
It's the best.
Is this gonna end like the Mario Golf video where Sam gets mad and leaves?
Firstly, my nunchuck or whatever the fuck I was using was broken, so I don't know what was happening.
You were there for the whole
Pull up
stream?
the fucking VODs on
I was
that.
there.
My Switch controller nunchuck was broken.
He slammed it on the floor and stormed off.
Dude, I was teeing up my shot and he just kept swinging.
That's true. Every time he would tee up, it would be like, tick.
Yo, fuck.
And I remember Sam like sitting like he leaned back in a beanbag chair or some shit, looking super pissed off.
Like, what the fuck? That dog shit. They showed a new Mario Kart, by the way. For the
I
Switch
saw
2,
that.
so
I was
that's cool.
I was like, God damn it!
But I'm gonna need to get the new Switch.
Yeah, you have to get the new Switch.
Damn it!
But the new Switch will be backward compatible for most games. They said
Most,
there
not
will
all?
be some games that are not
Son
going to
of a
work on
bitch.
Switch 2. Yep.
Are there any games that I give a fuck about that's not going to be backwards compatible? I'm sure all like mainline Nintendo games are going to be there for sure.
Yeah.
They said they plan on still using like the streaming service that they've been doing with like the virtual Nintendo release games.
Okay.
So they said they still plan on keeping that up, but yeah.
If they fuck up my Banner Saga game, I would be super fucking pissed.
Fourth time going back to Bleach Rebirth of Souls. They have shown that there are flash step. When you use the flash step, it's a counter. So you use it to counter moves. I wonder if it's going to be something similar to like a substitution jutsu from Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. There is a offline and online versus where they've already confirmed that offline you can play against your friends. So that's good.
That's perfect.
Always interesting to see the new strategy of they don't have a lot of split screen multiplayer anymore. So interesting to see that. Very excited. There is a mission mode, which is arcade/survival. We don't really know yet.
Dynasty Warrior mode.
Ooh.
Well, that would be Bleach Soul Resurrection, which was a fire game, but I don't know.
That's the one you can play as Stark in, right?
Hell yeah.
Sam would just run
Hell
around.
yeah. Because the whole point of the game, Jose, you got to understand the strategy, okay? You play as Stark. Stark has the most range because he has fucking guns, okay? The whole point of the game and how you get the highest scores, you keep your combo up all the way through the level.
Oh, because it adds more.
Because it does times 88, times 89, times 90. And once you get to times whatever the max is, you could just keep going and you defeat the boss. You never get hit. So you keep your whole combo all the way through. And then you get the highest score in the game. That's how you win. And Stark's the best for that reason because also I never understood. I don't know if there was some secret strategy. I never understood how to dodge shit from bosses in that game. They just beat my ass constantly. But if you were Stark, you could just keep running away and shooting his tracking wolves. So the wolves will like spawn out of you like your damn Danny Phantom or Gotenks. They'll just come out of you and they'll just start flying at the enemy. And it's perfect strategy. You win every time.
Super Blue Kamikaze attack. Oh, no. Super Gotenks.
So Sam won by being a coward. Noted.
It's actually called strategy. You wouldn't call Neapolitan ice cream. Napoleon. You would call Napoleon a coward for using strategy. So I perfectly planned against the enemy and I won.
Didn't he get banished to an island?
Twice. He got off once.
But we all remember his name.
That's true. The short man.
I'm pretty sure he was also born on an island.
All right, so they just sent him home. That was nice of him.
Yeah.
No, different island. Then he left, and then he went to a different island and died. Probably poisoned. I'm gonna be honest. The brave takes only here on Weeb's Guild.
They talked about the shop in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. As of right now, they have stated that there is no extra artwork. There's no extra OST in the shop. There's no costumes. You just buy like the frames next to your name for when you go online. And then it said also you can buy equipment for like to level up your characters. I hope and I pray that is only for story mode and that's not going to have an effect on multiplayer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems pretty basic, which I think is good. I think it's better for the shop when they have it in-game shop like that. They go basic and then they come back to it. Like they if they want to add more, they want to have more backgrounds. They want to add costumes, which I feel like you'd be missing out if you didn't add costumes. That'd be easy.
There's nothing that pissed me off more in like the newer Mortal Kombats when they go, hey, buy a bunch of shit to make your character really good in online.
Yep.
They showed the options for the video game, which wowee. You guys ready to hear about some of the options?
I actually am.
One of the things that people are very excited about is that you can turn off the announcer in the game.
Oh, there's an announcer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's in full English, Jose. There's an announcer that goes, "Get ready," like in full English. Like that's a horrible interpretation or impersonation of it. But yeah, there is a English announcer for both versions. He's in English. You can change the awakening in the battle music, which is cool. I don't know if that means that there's maybe going to be songs from the anime in there, which would be pretty cool. You can also, I don't know if you can choose this, but they also showed multiple main menu designs. Like there's one of Ichigo and there's one of Orihime, which is pretty cool. Thousand Bloodward DLC, we already talked about that. That's pretty much it. They haven't shown much in the way of new stages. I almost wonder if the stages that we've seen are going to be most of the ones that we get, which is still fine. I think they showed quite a few. I would be cool, or I would be down if they do save some of it to show like when the game drops.
Ooh, that would be fun. Do you think they'd have like breakaway stuff in it?
What do you mean?
Like kind of like how Tenkaichi you can burst through mountains.
Oh, that'd
and
be
stuff
cool.
Like that.
That'd be cool. Like breakable barriers, or they already showed that the buildings do collapse if there's buildings in the stage. That does happen. Any of that would be cool. I think a lot of that would be awesome. They shown some more of the moves. I think the last character they just announced was Shunsui. Shunsui's in the game now.
My boy.
And they actually showed he has 3 different games that you can play in the game.
In his
as part of his moves. And it does actually go back and forth. Like one is kind of like hot potato, where like one person does more damage, and if you hit the other person with like while you're the demon, it transfers over, and then it goes back and forth, and then whoever has the thing last takes all the damage.
Oh,
Which is cool, very cool. They have done an incredible job at creating unique movesets that reference the characters in the show. They've done a really
cool.
good job. Some of it they have expanded on, and maybe it's not exactly one-to-one canon, but it's cool.
I remember, like, back before we knew anything about Ukitake could do, in-game they just gave him lightning powers.
Yep, I recall that as well.
In Shunsui, they were like, he can shoot a whirlwind, because we don't know what he does yet.
That's it. Welcome to the game.
And they still have to guess for Iba.
But I still liked back in the day, I'm going to talk about really old Naruto games, I liked when Kakashi was the copy ninja, and like that was all of his moves. His moves was just a copy and then Chidori.
Yep.
Like that is the only moves that he had. And some games gave him like the ability to full on counter. There was one game on the GameCube. You could use his Sharingan ability and you would counter the ult the other person uses and then use it back on them. So, like, Kakashi could use every single ult in the game as long as the person did their ult first, then you really quickly popped yours, and it would hit you, then you would send it back.
Dude.
It was really cool.
I think I vaguely remember that game.
How far along in the story did that go? Because I think my sister owned that game.
I don't recall, but it had... I don't know if it maybe did all Naruto, but I think it had the... this is going to sound horrible, but it had the bone guy. What's the bone guy's name?
Kimimaro.
There you go. Yep. It had him in it. So I assume that's pretty much most of OG Naruto.
My favorite character
all
from
the way
OG
through
Naruto.
Sasuke.
Yeah, that has to be most of it, right?
That's all through Sasuke leaving, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that arc was so fucking good.
I know. When Neji caught the thing after it like pierced through him, I'm like, baller move.
He punched that spider guy through a tree like 64 times. It was the coolest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No, not RIP. Oh no, wait. Yes, you're
Neji?
correct.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, no, fuck the spider guy, but wait, no, yeah, Neji's dead too. Is he the only important character that died in real Naruto?
Asuma.
Oh, true. That's a good call.
That was sad. And Jiraiya.
Oh yeah, that shit was sad as fuck.
Ooh, which one was sadder, Asuma or Jiraiya?
Jiraiya.
I think Asuma had a really beautiful scene when he died, and obviously they got the get back for him, which was really cool as well. But I just think we knew Jiraiya more.
Jiraiya ripped my heart out because it's just like you get the scene where he dies, and then Naruto's just jumping through the forest, arm on shoulder. I was like, I'm tearing up. And then you get the after scenes, like the after episode where he's like Naruto's just in depressed mode and he's sitting there with the ice cream melting. I was like, my boy.
And then Iruka comes along and he's like, I got you, bro.
Well, I mean, that Jiraiya scene single-handedly ruined my Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm fucking experience because I think it's in the third game where he dies and they have you slow walk as Naruto through the whole fucking village.
Yes, I remember
and
that.
And it's multiple screens. The way that they do the story mode for Konoha, which, by the way, the first Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm had a fully roamable Konoha that you could, like, jump around and, like, GTA style, like, shoot Naruto clones over and fly to them, run up trees and shit. It was awesome. Then every game after that, they just threw that out the window. I don't know what happened there. But in the third one, they have it so you're locked to a camera angle, kind of like Silent Hill, Resident Evil style. You're locked to a camera angle, and you can control Naruto as you're like running and jumping. And when you go around a corner, black fades over, and then you go to the next one. And then you do it again, you go to the next one. You do it again, go to the next one until you make all the way to like the Hokage hut or whatever you want to call it. They made you slow walk as crying Naruto all the way through the village.
Bright idea was
it took like fucking 5 minutes, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if my mind is exaggerating it because I was so enraged, but I'm pretty sure he would stop. You would be forced to stop walking to cry sometimes.
No,
like it took so long. I was so mad. I've never had a worse gameplay experience. But that being said, the boss battles in those games were incredible. Like holy shit.
That reminds me of what the fuck, Dragon Age Inquisition. You get your shit rocked by like the bad guy, like at the beginning of the game. You have to walk through a snowy mountain, and you cannot walk more than 3 miles an hour. Slowly. Can you guess what you do? You walk towards fires.
Nice.
You walk towards, and then you find a thing, and then it fades to black, and you keep walking. And if you walk in the wrong direction, because this one has a full 360 environment, if you walk in the wrong direction, they reset you to the beginning. And you have to do it again. Took me like
What
10
the-
fucking minutes. I hate that game, by the way. Just letting you know, that's another reason why I hate it.
Should we talk about the next Bleach game? Now, the other two Bleach games got very minor news. So I had talked about this before, that there is now a Bleach. It is described as a strategic card-based design combining real-time turn-based gameplay with card combination moves to enhance battle performance.
That sounds to me like either Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories
Oh, you're right.
or a Fate Extra, which was the PSP game.
Okay. I was going to say it almost even sounds like it could be some sort of a roguelike game where you have a deck of cards while you're fighting, and that's how it goes. That's kind of what it came off to me as well, but I don't know what to expect from this game. So it is being developed by a Chinese company, which seems like the Chinese people love Bleach because also the other mobile game is by a Chinese company. It's Kaiying Network is the people that are doing it. And it is going to be a Bleach Thousand Blood War arc specifically.
Ooh.
And that is going to be the IP that they're doing for this one.
I'm running a Bambi deck.
There you go. And it says that it is also going to faithfully, basically faithfully adapt the Bleach storyline through an intense battle perspective.
Interesting.
That's all that we know about it. Very little, very hush-hush. I did not even know that this was on the agenda for this to be a thing. So I don't know where this came from, but I'll take it, man.
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
And that actually sounds different. I feel like it's okay to have multiple of the same game if they're in different categories so that we don't get too bleached out. But it's going to be tough if we have all these games that are adapting the story because, like, man, like...
How many times do we got to see it?
Well, not even... Because it's not going to be the same story. It's going to be Thousand Blood War, but it's going to be like, how many times do I want to play a story mode? Like,
oh, true.
like, that's brutal.
So do you think this is going to be a gacha game?
It's got to be.
100%.
It's got to be. That's why I was saying, if it's some sort of like a Hearthstone-esque game, just fucking rake in the bills, man. I was talking with some of the guys in Discord when this initially was announced with a little bit more detail, and I was like, I'm just shocked also that there hasn't been some sort of an anime Pokemon Go ripoff. Like, obviously Pokemon is an anime, but like, why has Shonen Jump not just taken that and been like, there's some One Piece towers, there's some Bleach towers, there's some Naruto towers.
Oh my god.
There's some Jujutsu Kaisen towers, and you could build a team or with all of your favorite characters from that and just explore the world.
Bleach 100%.
Dude, it would be crazy. Like, that's such, and honestly, I'm pretty sure Niantic, the company, which Niantic, it's just icy. I'm pretty sure they have the skeleton. They can just put it on whatever game because that skeleton
They
in
used it
Pokemon
for
Go came from
Harry
a different
Potter.
game. Yeah, they use it for Harry Potter too.
It's
just fucking
very
adapt it.
to Monster Hunter too, right?
And same company, Jose.
Damn.
Same company.
I tried that game and got bored.
Yeah, Danny was on it for a minute.
Yeah, Danny was on it a lot when it first came out. But I think that's the same with Pokemon Go. People were on that a lot when it first comes out, and then it immediately goes away. But just like take the shell of that game. I still am shocked that we have not gone. Although I feel like I'm gonna say this, and I've not played it. I feel like Multiverses ruined the Smash Bros. Adapting hype. Because that came out. So if you remember, Multiverses came out, which was Cartoon Network.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Then there was a Nickelodeon one that came out
yeah.
slightly before that also, which was supposedly really good. It just, nobody really cared about it.
Mm-hmm.
I played it. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
When I say I played it, I mean I played it at the Gesk kiosk at Walmart.
Okay.
Nice.
So those two came out hand in hand. Multiverses like lost all of its player base, and then they decided to relaunch it. You remember they're like, we're gonna draw it back, and then we're gonna relaunch it. And
This shit was crazy.
It's come out and nobody fucking cares. It's
out. Is it still out?
I think it's out. Yeah, it's openly going. They're adding. I think you just announced a Raven. I believe.
Is that what got added?
Yes.
Because I know Warner Brothers has its own.
That's what.
Oh, that's still what it is.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what it is.
Because I remember
that's right.
Came
they
out,
own Turner.
It made a massive splash. People like, yo, it's the new Smash. It's better. People love this, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
And then I heard it was going to come back, but I didn't know it was out yet.
Yep, it is. It's already out. People are playing it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because for a while, I was preaching forever, let's get another fucking anime Smash Bros. Game in here. Because for
Jump?
Well, for a long time, exactly, Jose. There was Jump All-Stars. The very first, I'm going to say this very first. I don't know if this is true. The first one that I know of, the first Shonen Jump console game was Shonen Jump All-Stars. And I'm talking about specifically the Shonen Jump title. And prior to that, it was a DS game. It used to be released on the DS. And on the DS, it was Smash Bros. It was a 2D platform fighter where you could use like you basically the characters are like cards that you can put on the screen to make a full like setup, and then that's what you would use. They immediately changed it to a 3D fighter when it came to console, and then of course we got Jump Force right after that. Go back to Smash Bros.
Yeah, that was so much better.
Yeah, just make a Smash Bros game with all my favorite anime characters in it. I was trying to think today, Smash Bros. Switch 2, what characters can they possibly add? And I got a few. So there is a hardline rule that the creator of Smash Bros. Has said.
Gotta be
a lot of
video game character.
Well,
Right.
a lot
Has
of
to be a
people want-
Nintendo character. Or
No.
on a Nintendo product.
Well, I mean,
I don't think that's
Cloud's on there.
Yeah, it doesn't have in Sonic.
They
but I
have
think
put Final Fantasy games on the DS before. Same with Sonic. It has to be
Kingdom
on
Hearts?
Nintendo console.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Sora's in it.
There's a-
Game
there are
Boy.
a-
'Cause
there's a
Chain of
bunch of-
Memories.
There's a bunch of like DS games, and I mentioned Chain of Memories. That's Game Boy Advance.
Well, that's not a. I don't believe that's a rule that he said.
Master
the,
Chief.
The
Wait,
only
no.
one that I know he has 100% said is that the character has to be from a video game, like an actual like video game based character. So what that rules out, which is something that a lot of people ask for, is Goku.
Yeah, true.
And I think that's when he responded to it. Actually, this is when he talked about his rule for creating and like what he looks for when adding a character is it needs to be a video game character, not like a character that has video games.
It's gonna be Bomberman next.
It could
I
be
love
Bomberman.
Bomberman.
He's been. I think he was an assist trophy at one point.
Yeah, he was an
There's-
assist trophy.
So Bomberman could totally be it. Here's another one. We have Crash Bandicoot. What about Spyro?
oh,
Spy-
you're right. Spyro.
Spyro would be cool.
Aren't
Those all
aren't they PlayStation exclusives?
Yeah.
But why not? Why not? I'm throwing out a wish list here.
Shantae.
Master Chief, obviously. Master Chief.
Only old Master Chief. I don't fuck with the new Master Chief.
Who else? Oh, Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, Dante would be fucking good.
I feel like
People were so fucking pissed when Byleth from Fire Emblem was announced and it wasn't Dante.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I
so they
just
can make the
laughed.
record right. Dante, he's an OG. Like
He's
he's
total
only a
badass.
video game character.
And then they're just gonna give him an alt change and turn him into Virgil.
Yeah, that's easy. 2 characters, one thing, no problem.
100.
Another costume for Nero,
Oh,
easy.
Nero.
They did that in
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 3. So there is precedent.
But I don't know. I don't know too many else other like video game exclusive. What is like a newer iconic video game character? Like what's sweeping the masses right now?
I don't know. We could go back. Tracer.
Okay, an Overwatch character. I could see
Yeah.
that for sure. I think they talked about that at one point. An Overwatch character is a good one. Well,
Shovel
what did you
Knight.
say? Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight was an
Shovel
assist
Knight.
trophy.
Yeah.
In Monster Hunter, you fight a Rathalos in that game.
Monster Hunter would be sick.
That'd be really fucking crazy.
And there's a character that Sakurai himself said he wanted to put in the game, but he keeps getting shut down. It's Gino from Mario RPG, and I fucking love that character. I'd love him to be in it.
Fucking Gino. Isn't it because he's too similar to Mario?
No, I think it's because they're like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, but it's
Yeah.
from your game. Like, we don't care about that thing.
I mean, we didn't even know who Game & Watch was until later on.
Yeah, man, I am shocked Game & Watch got in.
I'm trying to think of like what's like I guess Kratos. I don't know if they would ever put Kratos into that game, but Kratos.
Kratos was in Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Oh, a Soul Calibur character would be cool.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
never
That
gonna
would be
happen.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, who's the main character of Soul Calibur?
They've had Soul Calibur on a GameCube because there was one that came with Link.
Yeah, it's
in
the
it.
one that with
Yeah.
Link and Yoda, right?
That was Soul Calibur 2.
Yep.
Had Link.
There you go.
There we go.
Yoda was
Yeah.
4.
4 with Vader, right?
Yeah, I did not like that one.
They could put The Witcher.
Oh, yeah, The
in
Witcher.
there.
The Witcher, who Jerry of the River, as I call him. That shout outs to Maximilian. He was
Could
in
be
Monster
his
Hunter.
daughter that's going to be in the new one.
True.
I am not excited for that game. I'm very scared it's going to be bad.
They could do the Uncharted guy, which is basically Nathan Fillion.
Oh, yeah.
right? Uncharted.
I like that guy. That's a good game.
Gabe was shocked when I said I hated him.
Nathan Drake?
Yeah, he's just kind of an obnoxious guy. By the way, Sam, I looked it up because I needed to prove you wrong. The first Shonen Jump console game was Famicom Jump Hero Resuden, which came out in 1989.
Oh, bastard. On the Famicom.
Damn.
Python, can you read a description of what the game is? What is it?
Let me click that. I just closed it.
Yeah, pull up what the description. I would love to know what the first Jump game was on the Famicom.
Single-player action RPG set in a world that combines stories from Weekly Shonen Jump. The main character encounters Jump heroes as they try to save the world from Jump villains.
Does it say what Jump heroes are in it?
No, but there's a picture of Goku right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Any other series that you recognize from that?
My boy Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star.
Okay.
There's
okay.
my boy Seiya from Saint Seiya. That series is so fucking good.
He's so OP.
Kind of an iconic roster so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at 89, Shonen Jump was popping off, and I don't recognize Ariel from from Doctor Slump.
Okay.
There's young Goku from regular Dragon Ball. Was this celebrating the 20th year of Jump? What the fuck? And I can't see anybody else because literally it's just a picture of a Shonen Jump magazine. Yep, there we go. That's it. I just wanted to prove you wrong.
No, happily proved wrong on that one. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's all of the news that we have in the card game. There's literally nothing else that we know about it.
See, I'd like it to be like that Final Fantasy game, or what's it called? The one on Final Fantasy VII, Queen's Blade or Queen's Blood.
Queen's Blade's the hentai anime,
Yeah.
Jose.
Oh, I remember now. Danny did show this to me
that's
in the
that
middle
one.
of class. May I add?
I own that shit on DVD.
All right.
Not surprised, but cool.
Yeah.
Queen's Blood was a really cool game for it being a mini game in the Final Fantasy games. I was too into it.
What is it? What is it?
It's how do I describe it? It's like a long board, and you have 1, 2, 3, like 15 slots.
You talked about Triple Triad.
Is that what it's called? It's
The
Queen's.
ones for Final Fantasy VIII.
No, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, it's Queen's Blood, and it's like you build a deck. It's part of the story at one point, but like very minuscule. You just build decks revolving all of the Final Fantasy characters, whether they're like creatures, villains, or like even just characters. But they all have like specific abilities where they'll take over part of the map. And so as you're going, each one has a very different thing. And then once you start getting all of the ones that have the summons, those are like pretty OP. But I figured out a deck that just starts removing shit from the enemy's lines, and basically you close out the line, both you and the enemy. Whoever has the highest amount of points, and each card has its own point, wins that little series, and then basically you win 2 out of 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. I might have not explained it that well, but it's really fun once you start using the Moogles and stuff like that, because they give you +2 to this, or like +10 if you do this, and then sack another card and all this stuff.
Can I tell you one of the only Final Fantasy games that I have legitimately played and I actually really liked? I think it was a Game Boy game, and it's Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, is that the one where it's got a lot of them?
It's a turn-based strategy game.
I thought you played Crisis Core.
Never played Crisis Core.
That's the one on the PSP.
I've never played it.
Oh, I thought you played that.
Never played it. I've not played any Final Fantasy games. I have slightly played Kingdom Hearts, but that's about it.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
See, I played Tactics for a little bit, Crystal Chronicles for a little bit, but I had to give that back to my friend. I played the shit out of 10 and 12, and I gave the fuck up on 13. I did not like it.
Really? You didn't like Lightning?
No, I do not. I also hated the battle system.
Oh, okay, fair.
Hated it. I thought Lightning was neat. I liked Fang. I was in love with Fang for a while.
Oh, I thought Lightning was hot as hell.
Yeah, I'm the same as Sam. I'm like, Lightning was hot, dude.
I almost played that game for Lightning.
Yep.
So,
Me and Danny had a poster of her at somewhere.
Yeah, I did play the game for Lightning, and I was like, I hated the battles so much I would skip them. So then I would get to bosses, and I'd be way under level, and I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
all right. Before we talk about the third Bleach video game news,
Oh yeah, we forgot.
which is the mobile game that I have actually played in closed alpha, which I was invited to. Super cool, I know. Let's thank our patrons really quick. Thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. As always, if you guys haven't already, check it out, patreon.com/weavsguild. Would it shock you guys? We have 10 captains now.
No way.
Who?
We have 10 captains. Let me make sure I'm counting that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 captains now.
What?
Just a reminder for everybody. I'm cutting off the captain level at 13. There will be no more after 13. We have made the joke. It's done at 13. And we will only open up again if somebody else drops out. So once you secure your seat, you got to hold on to that.
Damn, Sam, your garage is going to be clean eventually.
Yeah, I know. So a huge thank you guys support us for our Weaves Guild captain members. We do want to thank you guys personally. I'll start from the top of the list. There's actually a really fucking funny name in here. It cracked me up when I saw it. So, of course, thank you to PV. Thank you to Matilda. Thank you, John Carlson. Thank you, Rizix. Thank you, Veronica Bermudez, which I still think that's one of the coolest names in the world. Pickle Rick, which is R-I-K, by the way, just to distinguish himself. We have new joining, Sarah Berry. We have Aether Paradox, which is a cool name as well. We have head captain and Bount, Chilsey, also Chad's abuelo. I love that. That is the name.
Wait, was that one name?
It's all one name. Head captain and Bount Chilsey, also Chad's abuelo is the full
I
name.
love that.
So shout out, and then we have Braxton Johnson just to bring us back down to earth on the last one.
Let's go.
So we have 3 more spots if you guys want to join the elite crew of the captains. We appreciate you guys so much for supporting us, and if you guys haven't already, or if you guys join the Patreon, make sure you guys are also joining the Discord. You guys get an exclusive role. There's a secret channel in there only for Patreon members, which is really the only one I've ever seen Jose respond to. So that's really a bonus in and of itself. You can talk to Jose, and then that will be it for that role. There will be no more. After that, we have the new roles that I have created. Let me tell you right now. Here's how I've decided we're going to raise them. Ready? We have the Weebs Guild Espada tier.
Oh, yeah.
Where it is the same exact as the captains, but you're the Espadas, and now you have to pay twice as much because you were late. And you have to pay for the coolness.
No one's going to do it.
We'll see, Jose. We'll see. Now, what would be cooler than Espada? A Visored. Okay? How much would you pay to be a Visored, Jose?
I wouldn't. I don't like the
I
Visored.
wouldn't. I do like them, but
$75.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I was really thinking of putting a tier above that, $100 Squad Zero for 5 people.
Damn.
And I just don't know what value I could put on that because I just cannot offer enough value. You guys should not be paying $100 a month for anything. I can't think of a single thing. I send you a mold of my foot or something like.
Why your feet? Are you on Feet Finder?
People are into that, Jose. I just want to give the options out there. I don't know what's gonna do it, but if you guys want to check it out, and if you guys have some really funny ideas for what I could offer for $100, let us know in the comments.
Oh my God, it'd be like a subathon. What if we can get Sam a wig that he has to wear in public?
No, it had.
That's so.
Please make it the pink Xylopora wig so you can do the picture.
No, we're gonna recreate the scene.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Sam for making the Visored tier because I forget who it was. But someone commented, yo, if there's a Visor tier, I'd sign up for that shit immediately. And I screenshot it and sent it to Sam and said, get to work.
Yep. And I did it.
And Sam said, Pithes, how about work? I'm like, do it.
Yeah. So I bring my laptop to work sometimes because we're really slow. I bring it and I have this vision in my mind that I'm going to get all this work done on my laptop when it's slow. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to get all this work done. Never happens. I never have any free time. So I always get fucked on. But yeah, it's done now. I did it. It's in the books. That's sorted. So check it out if you guys want to support us. And if you support us at all, even by watching, we do appreciate you guys. Okay.
Leave funny comments. That's all I ask.
Bleach Soul Resonance. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
There's just 4 new images that just come out for it. So there's really still no fucking news for this game. They have updated the store so you can see new images. It's not from the actual game. It's very deceptive where they have clearly drawn it. I think this probably is from the actual game, but a lot of the images are very stylized and drawn in there. Again, I have played this game. I have fully played this game. I loved it a lot. I thought it was really good, and so the only way I could play it, I believe it was only available on Android when we were doing the testing. Mm-hmm. And if I wanted to play it because I have an iPhone, I had to install an emulator on my computer to play it. Oh. And so that's how I played it. I played it through an emulator on my computer. Now, I feel like I saw somewhere that we could talk about this game in full now. Some of the leveling up of your characters was very convoluted, and there's a bunch of items you have to get. It's even worse than the original Soul Tree in Bleach Brave Souls. It's even more work than that.
The original Soul Tree.
So I wasn't vibing with that aspect of it. Also, you have to summon for the characters to play them, which is interesting. So I didn't get to play all of the characters. The story mode was really cool. The combat is very Devil May Cry.
Ooh, okay.
Super, super cool. And the graphics look really good. Really good. You would think it's a console game.
Ooh, I
like that. It looks really good. And the gameplay works where you are doing Devil May Cry combos, but you can swap to other characters.
Oh,
and I believe you can have a team of 3. So you swap to other characters because some characters, this is a ranged character, and this enemy that you're fighting, this one's weak to range, but the other one's weak to physical. So you would fight with Ichigo, swap over to Udio really quick, and they have combos where if you set up a specific combo with Ichigo, you'll see Udio start to highlight, so that way when he comes in, he shoots his ability off right away, and then you can keep the combo going.
Oh, I like that.
So it's all about linking them all together. Of course, Orihime is a healer, by the way, because it starts from the very beginning of the game. So Orihime could come in and heal all your people. Ikaku was really broken in the version I played. He was really, because he comes in, he's like a fucking nuke. He's like, boom! It's all right, cool. Yeah, he was cool. Tozen was cool. Urahara was cool. All of the characters I played were awesome. So I'm really excited for this game, and I'm really excited that it's not canceled. So I will take any news, even if it's 4 pictures.
Is one of the pictures Ukiura?
It is not, no.
I'm shocked. I would have bet money on that.
No, it's only stuff from the beginning. I almost think that this game will come out. I don't know if this has been confirmed, but I think this game will come out and will only do Soul Society Rescue Arc.
Ooh, okay. I mean,
and then
not,
of course
not
they
bad.
can expand later, but I think that's all they will cover up to.
Not bad.
So I was looking up that game just to see if it was on the Google Play Store. And it was not, but do you guys want to talk about the Red Note? Because that's the first thing that popped up.
Oh my god.
Hey, that shit's been cracking me up, dude.
It's so funny.
Red Note is because TikTok is supposedly shutting down. And I could eat my words by the time this podcast comes up, and it could actually block all the US users from it. That is supposedly a thing that is happening. The newest rumor that I heard is there are plans for TikTok this Sunday, I believe, which would be when this podcast comes out, that they will just immediately block all IP addresses from the Americas. They will redirect you to a site that will talk about the ban, and then that is all you will be able to see. You will not be able to see anything else.
Damn.
That being said, people have found it to be hilarious, which I agree it is fucking hilarious, to go over to the Chinese version of TikTok, which is called Red Note, and start posting over there. And it is so funny. It is the #1 app on the App Store right now.
I love it. Mm-hmm. That's such a troll move.
So, from my understanding, the government wants it banned, and the excuse is, oh, but they're taking all your data. And I'm like, but we give away all our data for free anyway. Yeah, so like every U.S. citizen that signs up is like, hey, what's up? I'm here. Here's my data. Can I watch memes now? So cracking me the fuck up. There's been a bunch of videos of like people like peering through windows, crying, going me, saying goodbye to my Chinese spy when TikTok is banned.
Yeah. I love the ones where it's like, he's like, oh, my Chinese spy over here. He's like, hello, Jacob. I'm so sorry. Good luck in your life. Blah, 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 blah.
Also, I just want to point out, I clicked the notifications on the Google Play because I didn't even know that was a thing. And it says, oh, you like role-playing games? You should maybe try Fate Grand Order. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good on that. I think I have maybe tried that once or twice. 4 years going, by the way.
Nice.
I do want to throw this in here. This is Bleach news. Now, this is not funny. Okay. Oh. So if anyone laughs listening to this, you're going to hell.
Okay.
There is a murder that happened in New Zealand relatively recently. I don't know if you guys saw this. And a schizophrenic man, he murdered somebody because he was recreating a scene from Bleach. And that is what the defense for the murderer is using in trial, is that he didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was recreating a scene from an anime he liked. He killed a 69-year-old man, and they have not said what the scene is.
I was about to ask.
He also monologued the whole scene in Japanese while he was doing it. So they are pleading insanity, obviously, for the case. But this is the second time that Bleach has been brought up in some sort of a legal matter. With the first being the historical Bount defense that was brought up.
Oh, and
so now this one where someone has been murdered because they thought they were Ichigo Kurosaki. Well, we don't know who they thought they were, but they thought they were someone from Bleach.
I just want to know what the scene was. When does Ichigo stab an old guy?
So the one that I saw that people really thinking it might be, because it seems like the guy from what they have not really sought information about this because obviously it's a sensitive topic. He was bludgeoned to death, which that could be with your fist, I believe, and it could be with a object. I would lean towards maybe he thought he was Grimjo. And
I understand.
Came down and beat the hell out of somebody.
Just try to punch a hole through someone and then beat someone's face. Let that be
noted. Jose just laughed right there. Take it to hell. So
dang it! I totally that's different though. That was during telling the story.
Sorry,
you got
Jose, sorry.
All right, guys, he's sending me to the hell. I'll see you hell arc.
So hard right now. Okay, recompose myself.
Okay, Jose, you're our link. Now that you're going to hell, you got to go talk to Kubo. And he's going to put you in the manga.
Or you go to hell, we recreate the hell arc, and we go down to save you, Jose.
Thank you.
Fire. Now, speaking of Bleach and crime, are you guys at all familiar with the story of the drug kingpin?
Okay, sorry. So,
drug, crime, Bleach?
Yes.
So, okay, firstly, is it a drug called Kingpin? Is it Kingpin from Daredevil? Like, what am I talking about?
It is a drug lord that I don't know his name, but you can look it up. This actually happened. He was a big seller of drugs. I think he lived on some tropical island or some shit. He got caught, and while they were searching his house for shit, they find what they describe as an evil ceremonial sword used for crazy rituals, and it's literally just a replica of Zabimaru.
I feel like I did see this story way back in the day. That's ringing a lot of bells to me.
I'm now going to look it up to see if the replica was actually good.
I remember it being actually really good. I remember seeing it at the time, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Dude, what if he used that?
That would be insane, and that would be so hurtful.
There it is. That is a fire replica right next to some guns, some knives, some bullets. Bath Township police confiscate ancient sword of the Meth King and other weapons.
Hey, man. So if he was out and got to see that Renji fight, whew,
oh man,
he'd be loving it.
You think his boys sent that video to him in jail?
Yeah, he saw it somehow. He's living it now.
Yeah. Do you think they have access to Crunchyroll in jail?
Probably.
They have cell phones in there, right?
Well, I feel like most TVs are smart TVs nowadays, and most smart TVs have Crunchyroll as an app on there. So it's not far beyond belief.
But do they have Wi-Fi or internet?
I think so. Well, they have based off of the movies I saw in the fucking 90s, they had like computer labs they could go to.
Oh, maybe then.
If you're on good behavior, they let you watch Prison School.
Nice.
I do have one more thing to talk about that is specifically Bleach related. This will have been almost a full Bleach podcast.
Let's go.
On the off season. I'm going to talk about it, and then we'll discuss it on the captain's meeting. We'll give a little tease, a little teasy tease, because I have some stuff that I want to say about it. So, in episode 4 of Cruise Radio, which is the club outside radio show that they're doing where they talk about stuff, we have already known that Kubo wants to adapt the backstory of Urahara, specifically the story of how Urahara and Yoruichi met. He has now stated again that he has always wanted to delve deeper into Urahara's past and the origins of Squad Zero. There's so much history in the world of Bleach that remains untold, and I'd love to explore it someday. So, super cool.
Teasing us.
I have thoughts to share on that, but we're going to hop over to the captain's meeting right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. That has been it's really been a Bleach video game episode. A full episode talking all 3 Bleach video games that are coming out. Now, I have 2 questions for you guys. 1, what is the game that you're most excited for coming up? Because obviously there's 3 of them. 2, who you guys going to main in Bleach Rebirth of Souls? Okay, that's what I want to know in the comments down below. If you say Shunsui, it's on fucking sight for you. Additionally, if they add Kilgay as one of them, I want to go as hard as possible on any Soul Reapers, like just complete domination to any Soul Reapers. And if it's like Uryu, we'll like bow out, we'll surrender the match, and like we'll move on. we'll never fight away.
By the way, here's a preview for whenever we record that comment special. I got some words for Sam from people that really like Shunsui.
Oh no.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next week for another episode of the Bleach Boys Filler Arc. Bye everybody.